Okay, guys and gals, about 10 seconds of the obligatory disclaimer. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video. All right, everybody, let's talk about the stock market, S&P 500. Where's it headed? What's going to happen next? I know a lot of people put out videos and this is what's going to happen, or you'll see on YouTube, is this going to happen or is that going to happen? They don't sound very confident, right, at their analysis. But here, today on this video, I'm going to give you my opinion, and it's going to be a confident opinion, okay? Because I'd rather be confident and have a decent or a very good success rate on what this market's going to do rather than just putting up videos that say, will it go up? Will it go down? That's not analysis, right? That's just kind of guessing. Before I get started on this, I just want to say, this, and I've talked about this before, but it's really important, especially for a lot of young traders and new traders. The stock market is not a lottery. I've had people actually say to me, no one can predict the stock market. Well, guess what? Wrong. That's not true. The stock market can be predicted. Now, can every little move be predicted all the time, every minute, every hour? Maybe not. But that's not so important as much as can it be predicted, most of the time or often? And if the answer to that question is yes, then that's very helpful, right? Because you can profit off of those reliable predictive outcomes, correct? Think about it. If you knew the stock market was going to do this, could you profit off of that? Right? Should be more like this, sorry. Could you? Could you profit off of it? If I told you the stock market was going to be doing this, come up here and come down and go like this, could you profit off of it? Well, of course you could. The reasonable trader could. But let's say the market were to come down straight down into there and just dive bomb. Either way, no matter what I said here, if I gave you my prediction about what I think the stock market's going to do and it proved to be true, that would be useful information, right? Now, what I find out with a lot of traders, especially new traders and young traders, they get upset when they subscribe to a YouTube channel, or in my case, to a service that I have, which I'll show that service here in a little bit. But they get upset if a service doesn't tell them every single day exactly how to trade the market, what exact stocks should they trade, or futures. As you can tell, this is a futures product. This is the S&P 500 futures, or options, or copper, or gold, or silver, or a particular stock. I don't know, Microsoft, Google, whatever people are trading. If you don't tell them exactly what stock and exactly what time to enter, is it 10 a.m. in the morning, how many shares to buy, then they get upset and they either don't subscribe to the service at all or they leave the service. Well, that's an absolute ridiculous expectation. Nobody's going to be able to do that for you. Nobody, at least not consistently. And so what do people do? They jump from one service to the next. They try this guy's YouTube channel or this service over there, and then they try that one. That one doesn't work, and they start hopping around. They're in and out. Well, guess what? After you do that for a few months or a year, you should conclude one thing, that nobody's got the answers you're looking for, right? It's that simple. And the answer you're looking for is not obtainable. There is nobody that's going to tell you 100% of the time what the market's going to do, or a stock is going to do, or which stock is the best. Nobody. So stop having real, ridiculous, unrealistic expectations. But I know no matter what I say in this video, people will still do it, especially young traders. They will hop around like a bunny rabbit looking for that one person that's going to tell them how to make $1 million tomorrow. And most of those type of traders are all or nothing. So if their account is $2,000 or $5,000 or whatever it is, they're all in, baby. I'm all in. Yeah, baby, all in. I'm maximizing every single dollar I have, either in my cash account, which is usually these are cash accounts, but if it happens to be margin, they're leveraging up that margin up to 100%, baby. Let's go. Yeah, all in. It's not a lottery, guys. The stock market's not a lottery. If you treat it like that, you're going to get burned more times than not for most people. Sure, there's exceptions. And see, there's the problem. Someone like me that comes along that's been trading for decades, I've traded everything: bonds, stocks, options, futures. I've done private equity, which you don't even find in the open market at all. I participated in private equity. I could go on and on and on. Everything I've invested in personal businesses, some of them my own business, some of them people that I know that I've lent money to so they can start their own business. The list is long of the number of things I've invested in. So I've been doing this a long time. And the last few years have had a very successful track record. So stop looking for that person or that service that's going to tell you 100% of the time exactly how to trade every day. Because you're looking for the $1 million home run. That is just absurdity. You're setting yourself up for failure. I'm telling you that right now. And like I said before, if I tell you there's some exceptions out there, everybody wants to be the exception. I'm the exception. Well, no, you're probably not. Like, maybe 1 out of 100,000 people or 10,000 people in the world, they happen to be extremely successful at trading. So everybody just assumes they're going to be the exception. And then they get burned time and time again. I'm not saying that's a bad goal or a bad dream. I'm saying you need to be realistic, especially if you find out that you've been just having, up and down, up and down, up and down, more losses than gains. You're doing something wrong. And chasing around looking for all these different services to help you or YouTube channels to help you, and none of them really help you, and it's always hit and miss. Some days good, some days bad. You don't want that kind of nonsense. You want consistency. Right? You want consistency. All right, so let's get into the video. What do I think the S&P 500 is going to do? So on Friday, I have some of my own indicators. I'm going to try to keep this video short and sweet as best as I can, okay? You can see on Friday this particular indicator that I have called the certainty rate spiked up to 19.3. It was down here around 0. It was down here by 0, and it spiked up. Now, I know this particular indicator really well because I created it, and I know that probably means, based on the data that I'm looking at here, that there's a pretty good chance the market's going to go up. I also have another indicator called the universe indicator, and no, they're not available to the general public, but they are available to members, okay, indirectly because I provide it as a service. Now, both of these indicators, believe it or not, function not 24 hours a day. They function 7 days a week is what I want to say. Unlike the stock market, that only time you see candlesticks and indicators doing something, right, all these indicators, the traditional indicators, for example, these three, the only time they're going to show something is when there's a day of trading, correct? If in other words, Saturday and Sundays, you're not going to see anything on these charts because they're not trading days. But these indicators run 7 days a week, even when there's not trading. Now, they don't show up on this chart because I matched the data to the candlesticks. But if there were trading, let's say Saturday and Sunday, then you would see data over here, right? You would see more data. So I collect this data over the weekend that helps drive these particular indicators, okay? And why am I discussing that? Because I've used these two indicators I created to much success. They helped me trade here. I made about $1,800 there. I think I made $900 or $1,000 there. I didn't trade any of this nonsense, this chop sideways. Okay, I do mostly swing trades. Yeah, I don't get too much involved in intraday. That's another thing too. I noticed a lot of these, mostly young traders, but even some veteran traders, they have to be intraday. They got to be busy, 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 busy. If you're making a lot of money intraday trading, good for you. Don't change it. But that's not most people. Most people are horrible intraday traders, or what we call day traders. And here's another huge misconception, especially among the inexperienced traders. They think that day trading is the pinnacle to trading. It's if I can get to day trading, I've arrived. No, you haven't. Day trading is just a time period of trading. It just means you tend to trade more intraday rather than over periods of days or weeks. And people think if you trade more often, you make more money. But that is also a huge falsehood. It's called churning. you don't know what that is, you can look it up. I hope I've spelled this right. Churning. Churning. Most people churn their account. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Lots of, well, nowadays with stock, there's no commission, but if you're trading anything else like bonds or futures or options, you're paying a commission. You're churning your account. You notice it doesn't say profit, right? Because churning your account doesn't equal profit. It just means you're doing a lot of trading. You're creating a lot of activity, but you're going nowhere. How about you just trade once in a while? And you make a lot of money doing up, a lot of money coming down. Instead of trying to make money all in here like this, intraday trading. Again, if you are already a successful intraday trader, day trader, don't let me stop you. That's just not most people. Most people are horrible day traders. Now, I just got done telling you, $1,800 here over a period of a few days, and I made another, I think, 1,000 or 900, whatever it was, during here, because I missed this big day. I was busy working my day job. Okay? So that's over almost $3,000 in a period of 2 weeks. Now, I'm not a millionaire, but I have a decent-sized account. So for some of you, you might not have made that much money. Some of you might have made more. Depends on the size of your account, and it depends how good of a trader you are. But just think about that. I didn't intraday trade to make those $3,000. I did swing trades over a period of like a week and a half or 2 weeks. And I made good use of big movements. All right, if you join my service, which I'll talk about at the end of this video, you'll gain access to how I trade. Okay, so anyway, back to these two indicators. Data came in over on Friday, and the market spiked. And during the day, I get data that comes in 3 or 4 times a day, and helps generate this data on these indicators. And it's like I said, it spiked to 19.3. We had this big, huge green day. And I think what's going to happen, because I just got data in over the weekend as well, and the data for the universe indicator is strong. It actually went up some more. Okay, the data for the certainty rate went back down to 0. And I'll talk about that later. But right now, what does that mean when the certainty rate is 0, but the universe indicator went up, and there's more to it than just that, which I won't dive into all of it. But that basically means there's a really good chance there's going to be a significant price movement, and generally it means it's going to continue in the direction it's already in. Well, what direction is it in? Well, it was a big green day, so guess what? It's probably going to go up. The market's probably going to go up. It's probably going to break above the 50-day moving average. So there you have it. I haven't ended the video yet, but there you have it. See how I'm being very specific? Most of these people that provide so-called services or to put their YouTube videos out, and they're kind of wishy-washy. If it does this, then that. If it does this, then that. Because they don't want to be wrong. Because nobody likes being wrong, yeah? So the odds are high, I'll put it that way, that the market's going to go up. Do I know exactly what it's going to do tomorrow? Is it going to be a huge candlestick, a small candlestick, a red day candlestick? No, I don't know. If you're looking for that, like I said in the beginning of this video, you'll never find a person that's going to accurately tell you that every day. Ain't going to happen. They'll give it their best guess. They might even have a lot of data like I do. They may have different methodologies, but they'll never give you every day what exactly is going to happen during the day. Is it going to be a huge range, positive range day, medium, small? Is it going to be, to the positive side? Is it going to be medium, small, large range day to the downside, meaning a red candlestick? Nobody's going to tell you that every single day. So get off the pipe. Stop smoking the crack. And join the real world of real trading, where you're going to make profits more time than not. That's the key to success. That's how you build your asset base. That's how you build big accounts. Because you stay consistent. So what are these things right here? Some of you know because some people have been watching my videos for a long time. Some are new. These are cycles. Okay, this is February 5th over here. February 5th, where all of these big green arcs, green, purple, and yellow arcs come down. They're all coming down to the week of February 5th. This is a daily chart. Okay, but this is the week of February 5th coming down like that. Down into this area right here. So what do I think is going to happen? I think there's a really good chance prices are going to get above the 50-day moving average. Okay, whatever. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work out, but something like that. Probably get up to about the 39.80-ish or a little better. Hard to say for sure. And then it's going to decline down into February 5th. I think it'll decline down to February 5th really hard. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, so now you know what I believe the market's going to do. It's going to climb up, maybe to 39.80, maybe not, but I believe it's going to get above the 50-day moving average, and then it's going to collapse down into, as we, maybe like the third week of February, somewhere right around here, okay, which is the third week of February. I'm sorry, third week of January, my bad. Like January, 12th through the 18th, maybe the 20th, somewhere around there, that week or so, probably more like the third week, maybe even be the fourth week of January, the price is going to turn and come down really hard. All right? Okay, so now you know what I think it's going to do. Here's the next thing I want to talk about. Most people, and I get this all the time on my Discord server from my members. God bless my members. I'm glad they're all aboard. Which, by the way, when I get to the end of the video, but I'll mention it right now, my membership is the absolute cheapest membership you're going to find anywhere on not YouTube, just anywhere. $5.99 per month. How's that for cheap? While everybody else is going crazy with jacking up their prices and everything for inflation, I've kept mine at $5.99 for probably 3 years, 2-3 years. Just ask my members. I haven't changed the price at all. Okay, so what I get even among my members, and this is extremely common, I get this all the time. Well, what price do you think the market's going to go to? That's what they all want to know. What's the price? Everybody is stuck on price. Okay, but I'm not saying that trying to figure out price is bad, but that is not an accurate way to trade. Yeah, I know, I'm bursting a lot of bubbles right now. People just can't seem to detach themselves from price. I don't trade based on price. Now, I'm not saying I never take price into account, because I do, but I usually take price into account when I'm looking at things like resistance and support. That's where I take price in. That's about the only thing I really look at price. Resistance and support values. I get that off of candlesticks. Like this is 39.34 because I already looked at it. I know it is. So I know that as the market goes up this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, 39.34 might provide a little resistance. It might bump into that and have a hard time getting through it. The next one's probably going to be over here on this trend line, which is right around 39.80 to maybe 4,000. Okay? That's the only time I consider price. That's it. That's all I do with price. The rest of the time I trade on cycles, what you're seeing here. I trade on candlestick patterns. Like this is obviously a massive consolidation. I trade on indicators. In other words, as an example, the MACD looks like it wants to roll over and go up. So are these short-term indicators like my Big Daddy forecast, which is also my own indicator. The SMI, which stands for Stochastic Momentum Index, also looking like it's pointing up. Okay, I already talked about my two indicators down here that strongly suggest the price is going to go up. Right? I'm looking at all that data collectively and all my years of experience of trading, vast amount of different products. Okay, and I'm collectively putting that all together, and that's how I make a decision to trade. Okay. So price is like at the way down here on my list of things that concern, at the bottom. It's not at the top. At the top is all the other things I just talked about. The reason why people get hung up on price because it's really simple to understand. It's like, it's like buying a box of cookies. Well, how much does it cost? Right? So people want to use price. But price is a horrible indicator just by itself to help you trade. It stinks. It absolutely is a terrible way to trade. Price is garbage. It's like it's the bottom of the list, or not, it certainly is not at the top of my list how I trade. I trade on the movements of the market, particularly with cycles, and like I said, indicators and data, my unique style of data collecting and how I use that data. Right? So you get a freebie. For those that are not members that are watching this video, you get a freebie. You already know I said I think the price is going to go up to the third week of February and come down, third week of January, and down into February 5th. You get a freebie. You're getting it right there in this video because I'm going to put this video as public. So you can determine over the next few weeks, a month, whether or not I know what I'm talking about. Right? I've already put out on my Discord server screenshots of trades I've made to my members, okay, and sometimes in some videos how I made money here and here, and they could see the profit loss on the screenshots I take when I make those trades. You know, what I do for my members is I occasionally put out videos, but mostly I talk with them on the Discord server almost every day. And I put out a nightly email telling them what I think is coming next for the S&P 500, the market. Okay? So that's what you're getting for $5.99. You're getting my opinion every day on both the Discord server and in the nightly email about what I think is going to happen. I've been telling my members, and for those that join the Discord server, you can even ask them. Some of them have been around. Some of my oldest members have been with me for probably well over a year, maybe 2 years. And I've been telling them during this whole time, I'm not taking any trades during this. I'm not trading this garbage. Choppy, up and down, up and down, up and down. No way, no way. I want to make money on this, on this, on this, this. Okay? I don't need to sit in here and one day's up, one day's down and freak out and try to day trade this. Oh my gosh, I'm a day trader. I guarantee you I probably made more money than most, not all, but most day traders doing these swing trades than they did every day pecking away. $200 here, $50 there, $100 there. Oh, I lost $200, got back $300. I lost $400, got back $500. I'm a little bit above water this week. Okay, made $500, $700, whatever. All that crazy, stressed out trading when you could just chill out and make money on the big moves. All right. Okay, I'm going to switch over. I'm going to show you my new website where you can register on my website for free. Go to my new website. I'm going to show it right here on the screen. GittisCharts.com. The registration is free. Okay, the website's still being rolled out. Okay, but you're going to get everything I talked about in this video. This as a freebie for the public, right? I just showed how I do my analysis, and everybody's getting a freebie here. All right? But you're going to get that on a daily basis. You may not get a video every day, but you're going to get my opinion every day, and I do analysis through emails and through the Discord server every day to my members. So go over to GittisCharts.com. The registration is free. I'm still working on the website. We're still rolling some things out. For right now, we're just doing registration. Okay, I'm working on the Discord integration so that the website the members can automatically get onto the Discord server. That's still being worked on. And then eventually I'll get the billing on there so you can pay for whatever services and features you want. The basic membership is $5.99. You get everything I just talked about. In addition to that, I'm going to have some software. I'm a software developer. Okay, now you know what I do during my my daytime job. I'm a software developer. So I have software that I provide and as a benefit to additional products to my members. If they want to download it, they can. You pay, of course, extra for that software, but if you want it, you can get it. So there'll be software on that website that I've developed that you can subscribe to in addition to the $5.99. You don't have to if you don't want to. You could just stick with the $5.99. You get the Discord access and you'll get the nightly emails. For some people, that's enough. Other people want to be a little more involved. They might want to download some of the apps that I use to do trading. Apps I've created for myself that help me do analysis to help me make a better trader, and I tap into more profits more often. Right? Okay, so there you go. There it is. There's the whole video. Okay, there's my spiel. There's my pitch for the GittisCharts.com website. Go over there, register for free, and when I get the site officially completely rolled out 100%, everybody will get an email. I'll let everybody know. Come back to the website, re-log in, subscribe to the service. All right, so that's coming up hopefully. I'm trying to get this all done. We'll see what happens, but hopefully soon. All right, hope everybody really enjoyed this video. Meantime, guys and gals, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you want to join right now, not have to wait for my new website, I still encourage you to go over there and register, so you'll get the notification when the website's up and running. But if you want to join right now and get access to everything I talked about, for now, it's still done through YouTube. So below this video, you can click the join button. I think you got to subscribe first. So if you don't see the join button first, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay. Give me a thumbs up because, like I said, I appreciate that. And then you'll see the join button. Click the join button, and you'll go through YouTube, and you can pay the $5.99, and you'll be a member and you'll get access to everything I talked about, the Discord server and the nightly emails, okay? All right, everybody, hope you enjoyed the video. That's my take on what I think the stock market's going to do. I think we're going to have a decent rally, maybe up to about 39.80-ish would be my best guess. It could be less than that, because as I already said, I don't get tied up in price too much. I just take advantage of the movements, okay, into about the third week of January, and then I think we're going to see a sharp decline in the stock market, S&P 500, down into the week of February 5th, approximately somewhere in that time, okay? That's it. Talk to you all real soon again next time.